and the pieces of the sky. One crisp morning, a glimmer danced on the ice near Pip's feet. It wasn't snow, nor was it sunlight. It was a glowing shard, cool to the touch, blue like the sky, and buzzing softly. A nearby seal whispered, "That's a piece of the sky." Pip brought the shard to Old Wollo, the walrus, who nodded slowly. "Sky once broke during the first storm," he murmured. "Its pieces fell across the world. If you find them all, you'll know why." With the shard safely in his satchel, Pip took his first steps beyond the ice. His heart beat fast, and snowflakes followed him like whispers of encouragement. A thin bridge of ice stretched across a deep blue ravine. As Pip stepped carefully, the wind sang a song no one had heard in ages. Inside a hollow mountain, echoes bounced in strange rhythms. The second shard lay on a stone pedestal, humming a high note that made the walls glow faintly. High on a snowy ridge, Gus tossed Pip's scarf like a flag. The shard here was tangled in a bird's nest, guarded by a snowy owl who demanded a riddle answered. The snow faded into sand, cold, pale sand. In the distance, old ruins whispered secrets. A shard sat between two crumbled stone columns like a forgotten gem. Pip stood before a lake so still it looked like glass. When he looked in, he didn't see his face. He saw a sky full of stars. The fourth shard shimmered just below the surface. In a frostbitten meadow, creatures slept in nests of snow. The next shard pulsed gently beneath a curled-up fox's tail. Pip waited until the fox stirred and smiled. A sudden snowstorm blinded Pip, but he remembered the compass tree that always pointed north. Beneath its roots, half buried, was the sixth shard, warm to the touch. An old lighthouse stood on a hill, dark for decades. Pip climbed its spiral stairs. At the top, he found the seventh shard lodged in the lantern room, flickering gently. In a hidden valley, trees floated a few inches above the ground. One tree had a glowing knot in its bark. It was the eighth shard, quietly waiting. Pip reached a frozen plateau where ice tiles formed a puzzle. He stepped carefully, each correct step lighting up a tile. At the center, the ninth shard sparkled. All 9 pieces now glowed in his satchel. As Pip stepped onto a cliff's edge, the shards began to rise and spin around him. They hummed a low, comforting chord. The shards flew upward and burst into light. The cracks in the sky mended slowly, stars realigned, and a new aurora unfurled like a banner. A quiet hush fell. Pip walked home under the mended sky. As he passed familiar places, the light above seemed to follow. He didn't just carry knowledge, he had become part of the sky itself. So kids, what we learn is, even the smallest ones can do the biggest things when they care, share, and dare to help. Pip didn't give up, even when the sky looked too broken to fix. He believed, he tried, and he brought light back to everyone. Just like Pip, you too have a spark inside you. And with kindness and courage, you can brighten the world.